What's up, Coalitionist? KK here, back with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we finished up about half the trial, I think, for Terminal Samurai, and today we're going to finish it no matter how long it takes. Hopefully it'll take about 30 minutes, so that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. I did a little test with this before I started recording it for real, because I didn't want it to have that lag issue, and as it did in Pokemon Emerald for some strange reason. Yeah, I'm not that excited right now because I'm tired of doing this late and I procrastinated way too long. I am the world's biggest procrastinator. From Save Point. Mr. WB? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in this security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order! Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? Well, no. The security lady. It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into studio on the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see! Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. God, he cracks me up sometimes. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection to some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something! What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Give Granny a break. No, press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. Yes, that is a point. Did I mention that? That did it. Now, Windbag is one of the suspects, so no hard feelings, I hope. Wait, just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it... or is it be nice to the kids and meet your Elder's Day, whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. Card key? Maybe? Take that. Yep. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. What? Well, I'll be damned. This was way too short a video. I don't want to... I might actually go into the investigation. This video would be way too short otherwise. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Oh, poor Wendy. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, I actually said it right. Oh, I guess it's not over. Well, wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. God. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. My lips are sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to accuse If you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Missile bag! This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Yay. I thought this... Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. We don't need to press her on that. There were some other people at the studios. Press her on that. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course! Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. It's a Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Yes, Phoenix, there's a Studio 2. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Duh. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Actually, I think we got what we wanted. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. Yeah, he doesn't want to interrogate Miss Oldbag. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings and the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned. Oh, so now it's adjourned. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. So thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Grin. Oh, or should I say... Or sniff. God. We'll be going down on this... Oh, going down. Oh, God. That sounds so wrong. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigation. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Oh, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Oh boy, do I end it here or do I continue? That's the big question. You know, I think I could probably go for another 15 minutes or so. Hate to do this, but I think this next part of the investigation is pretty long, so why not? Let's do it. Phew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we gonna do? What are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. I think I'm doing her voice all wrong, but oh well. No. Let's go back to the studios. October 18th, 216. Yeah, okay, come on. No one's here. Right. Now that they have Miss Old Bag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey! In the guard station, look! She left her donuts! What? I wasn't going to eat them! Yeah, sure you weren't. Play area, I guess. Yeah, come on. Look! That's that assistant girl! Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys! Oh, don't mention it. Well, you Gumshoe now? Is it true they caught the security lady? Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. What are you doing, Vix? Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? No, Phoenix, the other drain. Ugh. Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. A little bit more, there we go. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Old Bag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. Yeah. We actually want to get rid of this drain covering, believe it or not. So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick! If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Rip it open. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes? Hiya! There. That should make the kids happy. The things we do. I love this game. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Really? Huh. You know, I could have sworn. Oh well. We're supposed to get something off the table, but whatever. A couple things, actually. Or one of them's another table. We'll get to that later. This is where the steel samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But, Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. She's got a point. Well, they probably would have knocked him out. One way or another. Probably would have conked him over the head. There's nothing here for us at the moment. So we get to go back to, here we go. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Oh, no, I'd examine. Talk. So, how are the studios doing? There's police running around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I can just see you're doing the quotation marks in the air for that. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates and the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Ugh. That's a weirdly worded sentence. Yeah, can you believe it? Ew. Gnats and flies and ugh. Do kids sneak here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees them. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio heads seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Yeah, we don't have anything right now. Outside Studio 1? Yeah. Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Ooh. Kinda hard to hear what voices I'm doing when I got a headset on here. Interesting place. This place is deserted. Eek! Nick! What was that noise? Or what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? Or huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one at the guard station at the main gate. Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Well... I meant examine, yes, not move. Well... A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Wow, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? Oh, neither do you, Maya. But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Oh, alright. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. What? I don't know. It just feels odd. I know what it is. Alright, well, I think we'll get to the guard station in the episode here, so. Let me see if I can get the key or not. I don't remember. The security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. Yeah. And next time as well, because I'm going to end it right here. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.